The psychos around us. Man, have you guys been looking into like the crime in your area? Or, God forbid, you look up the predators in your area and you're like, there's probably like a couple and it's probably like a couple neighborhoods away, right? Nope. They're like all around you. Bro, I guess this is on my mind because I just drove past this protest, right? And I'm like, I guess this might dox myself, but they were like asking for justice, protesting for justice for this girl that was kidnapped not that long ago. And I saw like some flyers around. It was like some like 13-year-old girl. And I guess they found her body. And bro, these guys, oh, I guess they like chopped it up and stuff. Bro, it's so dark. But if you like, and stuff like that makes me think or makes me realize, and I guess I've thought about it before, but just like all the criminals around us, all the underground networks of like these crime organizations, like trafficking drugs, people, murder. You can hire hitmen, bro. Like all the dark web stuff. These dark web people make so much money, and dude, it's just like it blows my mind because I'm sure I would imagine you guys are like this. I find this to be normal. I've never committed a crime. I've never even thought about committing a crime. I've never stolen anything. The only time I've accidentally stolen the thing was at daycare when I was a young lad and they had Hot Wheels and I was wearing a hoodie and like that front pocket with your hoodie, I accidentally put a car in there probably to move and I didn't notice it until to move around the little playpen or something. And I didn't notice it until I was back in the car, like when I got picked up by my parents, and I felt guilt. And to this day, that it is what it is, not that big of a deal. But I'm like, bro, I almost have a full clean record besides that one thing. And dude, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I don't know. I guess there's statistically there'll be some of you who have or maybe part of these organizations too or something, bro. But it blows my mind that like obviously humans have acted like this forever, I suppose. And it has to all be in secrecy. So how many people around us that we like maybe interact with acquaintance wise, friend wise would be crazy, but that obviously has to exist too. It's hard for me to imagine any of my buddies are like that, but man, I guess statistically, maybe one of them is, bro. I don't know, bro. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it puts into perspective how like serious things can be out there, and it also makes me think about like how people have like big to dos about little things. Like maybe an argument and that just ruined your whole week. Now you're salty and you're holding the grudge and you don't talk to this person. You're so dramatic about it. Maybe I'm just thinking of women, but just like the small balls that really show like how easy some people's lives are. If that's the worst thing that happened to you today, your team lost in Marvel Rivals. Now you're being super toxic. I feel like it just shows like, bro, your life is very, very simple, very chill. You should chill out because there's tons of predators and murderers around us all the time. It's happening every day, all the time. And bro, I guess maybe that's also a subconscious part of what makes me more introverted as I get older is like, bro, these people are crazy out here. They're either crazy in like an NPC wise, they just kind of like feed off the media and they just like regurgitate talking points and they're dramatic about small things. They're either crazy like that or they're crazy like they're hurting people or they're doing shady things. And it's like, bro, who do you trust out here, man? It's good to have a little circle you feel like you can trust, but bro, it's wild out here. And the fact, like, I don't know if you guys have looked into like the deep web stuff. Like, I had a period of looking into a bunch of stories or people that would go on there. I mean, I've listened to enough where I wouldn't even log into that. Like, even with like the safe browser, like, I feel like there's always a way to pinpoint that to you. And the stories I've heard of people showing up, getting followed, getting stalked. And then, it could also be like you get caught or something, like even by the legal team, which is interesting because I would argue that they work for these people too, in a way. Not all of them, but there has to be. Why is this stuff still going on? And I remember hearing this one story where this guy, he would make drugs for the deep web and he would sell them and he was making bank and he would do a bunch of different drugs. But I guess he was selling coke on this one particular deal, his last deal, but he accidentally gave him like fentanyl. So he made like 13 people overdose, and now he just lives with knowing that he did that. And I guess he stopped, but I bet he made enough money to stop anyway. But it's like, bro, it's so crazy out here. It's like, I wonder what makes you, like, what life circumstances happen to get you in like that type of group. Like, obviously their life must be hard, especially if you're like the murdering type. I feel like you had a crazy upbringing, crazy life, right? Like these people, I don't think popped out of the womb and just were like, oh, I'm gonna take down my fellow humans. Maybe some of them are. We know psychopaths, like I guess like your frontal cortex, if they do like a scan on it, it's not active. And I guess that's where our empathy and our logical reasoning is, and probably some other stuff. But it's just like black there. It's dark. There's no signals. It's just they don't have those plugs plugged in. But we need those people to be like doctors and police officers, people to go clean up like an accident or something, maybe go fight in the military. Like we need them. They're an essential part to, I guess, our modern society, and probably always have been in a way. We needed soldiers, I guess, since people are always fighting each other. But these psychos are the ones making these people go fight anyway. Ugh. But anywho, yeah, if you've ever looked into like any dark web stories and just how prevalent that stuff is, like, bro, I think of the neighborhood I'm in. Like, I know there's a predator like down the street because when he moved in, he had to go like put little papers in people's like doors to let everyone know. It's like, bro, I'd almost rather not know, dude. Dude, yeah, if you go on that website where you see, I haven't done that. I did that when I lived more into the city of where I'm at. And I was just curious. Like, it wasn't the best part of town, but I also, like, it could be worse. A few streets over was definitely worse. Bro, look that up. And I was like, oh my God, I'm surrounded. And I was living with my girlfriend at the time. And I'm like, bro, we're not leaving the house anymore. You're not walking outside. I guess that's also, I guess girls know that. They know not to be outside during, like, when the sun goes down. Bro, that's crazy. Us dudes, no one pays attention to us. So we can kind of just go out there and do whatever. We can go out and go get a breakfast burrito at 10 p.m. and go eat outside with that breakfast burrito. No one bats an eye. Girls can't do that. Dude, that sucks. That sucks. I guess that's why girls always want a partner, right? Need some bodyguard around, right? But yeah, man, I guess wasn't entirely what I was planning on talking about today, but once I saw that, I got my gears just spinning. I'm like, bro, that's like they're protesting pretty close to where I'm at. And so that makes me think that their family was literally like right here, like right around where I'm at. Obviously, I guess since I was seeing those flyers around, but man, it just kind of makes me existential in a way. Like, also, there's a positive. I am thankful. Like how many families out there have to deal with someone getting unrightfully like killed that they know or they care about. That happens all the time, and bro, I think I would lose my mind if that happened to me. If like someone like in my circle, like it would probably affect me even like more acquaintance, friends wise. But if it was like, family, bro, I might lose my mind. My heart goes out to those people, man. Like that's such a crazy thing to live with. Like, how do you make sense of that? And I don't know, maybe it's different with like if you guys grew up in like a gang, I suppose, where that's like more normal, but I still imagine that still hurts, but it just makes you harden, I guess. I don't know, man. I guess I'm lucky in that way. And I think there's a lot of things I feel like we need to remind ourselves of. And I guess I'm thinking this because I feel like some people just make things such a bigger deal than what it is. It's like, bro, there's people out there with like crazy heartache from like these evil people out here, and now you're just upset that this this guy's trending on your Twitters, and he was calling your group annoying or whatever. I don't know what people are doing on there. Some of the things they lose their mind over, like it makes sense, but I don't know if we got to go that far. I feel like there needs to be like some logical conversation about it, but that's just me, I suppose. That's why I guess I don't partake. No signs of intelligent life anywhere when I have been exposed to that type of stuff. Maybe it's fun though. Maybe a lot of it's like troll baiting. I imagine it is, and I imagine that can be kind of fun. But yeah, man, if you get what I'm saying, it's just, bro, thankful that just so far unscathed, and that, dude, and like how many of these like situations happen to like random people? Because isn't it like statistically like a lot higher? It'll be someone you know that'll do it to you, right? Like hurt you or kidnap you, kill you. I imagine there's some random ones, especially with all the missing kids that every year that go missing, especially around national parks. What are happening at these national parks, bro? That's a rabbit hole to go down. But I think statistically getting killed by someone is way higher with like your family or like definitely your significant other. Bro, I remember when I used to live with this girl and her parents, and across the street, like there was this lady that got killed by her ex-boyfriend. And I was like, bro, this is way too close to home. And that wasn't even a bad part of town. That was like a good part of town. And I was like, bro, dude, you can't trust no one. Dude, I know someone where I guess her grandma got killed by her ex-boyfriend. Bro, what are these guys doing? Why do you gotta kill them? I guess I don't know the story, but like, bro, I can never imagine. Like, the only time I could ever imagine like justifying killing someone is if that person killed someone or is trying to kill someone. Then you kill that person. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, this person cheated on me. Let me take them out. I don't know, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. They must be drunk or something, right? Maybe that's drugs or something. I don't know. There's probably like some variables I don't understand just because I don't partake to that degree. But I also don't feel that emotional in that way, I suppose. If I get cheated on, that's on you, bro. You saved me time. That's on you. You're the disloyal one. That says more about you than me. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of view things like that. But yeah, that's people driving crazy out here. But yeah, that was just on my mind, man. The psychos around us, how these predators and evil people are among us, and chances are we will never know. Hopefully, we never know. Actually, hopefully, we never know. But it's just bizarre to think. But it also just, if you're stressed out or anything, just realize it's a lot worse out there. And sometimes that's a bad thing to say, where it's like someone always has it worse. I feel like when you're comparing, you're stressed out because you don't know what to do with your next career move versus this person stole your kid and now you never see them again. Different ball game. Way different. One's like this fictional, like, oh, we're playing the game and getting this fake currency that our government just wastes on anything anyway, and they scam us and it's all fake. And one's like actual emotional damage, you know what I mean? Like, one's like actually like, bro, life is crazy. Why are we here? Why did this happen to me? And those people are probably like, there's no God now. It's like, ugh. But yeah, just want to rant on that. I didn't even get that energy out because once I saw that, I was like, bro, I guess this is a selfish way to put it. I'm like, bro, that would really dampen my day. But, that doesn't matter. These people are actually dealing with actual stuff. You know what I mean? So heart goes out to them. Heart goes out to anyone that's ever had to deal with any of that. These psychos around us, man. We gotta group them up. We need to put out some bait or something. Group them up, ship them out, and not out of the country, into the ocean, bro. You're down with the fishes now. Oh, it's a rabbit hole. Now I'm starting to think of how, like, we know that some crime organizations work in cahoots with, lawmakers for profit. And yay, our world is so dark and fun. I'm glad I spawned here. Sick. Well, anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. I appreciate it if you made it this far, bro. Make sure to do something for yourself. Make sure to do something for someone else today. We got this, man. We got to spread some positivity out here. This world's too dark. It's crazy out here. Take care of yourself out there, all right? Later.